So when I saw the trailers for Winnie the Pooh, I was really, really excited. Like, you wouldn't believe how excited I was. The reason? Well, if you saw my review for The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, I'm a really big fan of these Winnie the Pooh movies. So, so yeah, I also saw so when I saw the commercials for the film as well, I got even more excited. Well, I still didn't get the chance to see it on the big screen. This came out before I started my junior year of high school. And, but I did, of course, rent it off a Redbox. And when I saw, and honest to God, of all the Winnie the Pooh movies, this one is by far my favorite, along with some other ones Pooh's Grand Adventure to Search for Christopher Robin and the Tigger movie. But this one is my other favorite one. A lot of people were considering this as actually the sequel to The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I think it's more of a reboot. It does seem like continuing stories, but when you look at it, it does look like a reboot. But anyway, alright, so let's talk about the stories in this film. So the first story is about Winnie the Pooh, voiced by Jim Cummings, who's basically looking for honey, of course, being Winnie the Pooh himself. But ER has lost his tail, and they're trying to find a new one, and then if they pick the right one, they'll get a prize, which was done by Christopher Robin, who was actually designed differently, but actually designed a little bit better than the original. But we'll get to that in a minute. But they cut down that story for a little bit, and Winnie the Pooh reads a note, actually Mitch reads a note but he thinks that Christopher Robin, actually Owl, thinks that he's been captured by a monster called the Baxton. Wait a minute, wasn't there another Winnie the Pooh movie, or that they did something like that? No, we'll get to that in a minute. But they do try to set traps and stuff, and they try to capture they try to see if they can actually capture the Baxton, and that's pretty much it. There's only 2 stories in this film. And yeah, that's the biggest problem I have with the film. The other problem I have with this movie is that it's too short. It's a very short movie. It says it's a 63-minute movie, and I'm like, 63 minutes? And then when the credit starts, it starts at 53 minutes. I'm like, what the hell? Well, I mean, oh my god, this is basically the shortest Winnie the Pooh movie I've ever seen. However, it's completely entertaining. Like, so entertaining, and it's so funny, and it's so fun to watch. The atmosphere still they also managed to continue the spirit. They keep the spirit of the original source material intact, like with the animation, the backgrounds, and the narrator and stuff. So yeah, I'm already talking about the good stuff because I already talked about those 2 problems with the film. But like I said, the atmosphere is wonderful. They really do capture the spirit of the original film. And it does seem like they're trying to recreate what the first film was trying to do, as well, but also giving a bit of an update. The characters are still wonderful as well. And I really love how they designed Christopher Robin in this one. I think, I didn't mind the dotted eyes, but I think, it's very cute how they made Christopher Robin have the human-like eyes in this movie. Yeah, the songs of this film are really great songs. Every last of them are great. It's not Alan Menken, but I mean, like, it's not done by Alan Menken, but the 2 writers of this movie actually went on to doing the songs for Frozen, which we'll get to that one later. And the only nitpick I have with the film is that even though Gopher wasn't in the book, he actually wasn't in this film. He was in the original Winnie the Pooh movie, but I would have loved to see him in this movie as well. The other thing I wanted to mention about before I wrap up, so since they're actually trying to hunt down the Baxton and stuff, have you realized that this movie is very similar to both Pooh's Grand Adventure to Search for Christopher Robin and Pooh's Heffalump movie? Allow me to explain. In Pooh's Grand Adventure to Search for Christopher Robin, Pooh misreads a note. Owl misreads a note that Christopher Robin was taken by a monster called the Skull. He has gone to Skull. In this film, he thinks that he's been captured by a monster called the Baxton. You see a pattern here? And plus, the way that that they're trying to set up the traps and stuff, and also how they were explaining the monster himself in the song, "We're Afraid of the Baxton." I think that's what it's called. But uh, it's also pretty similar to what Pooh's Heffalump movie did. So that's basically what I gotta say to let you keep you guys in check. Well, to let you guys know, well, to be aware and stuff. So overall, I think this is the best Winnie the Pooh movie that I've ever seen, along with Pooh's Grand Adventure and the Tigger movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's really worth checking out. But if you have seen it, what do you think about it? Just comment below. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. And I will see you in the next video on the Bostonian Critic. And I will see you later. Bye.